Philadelphia, they got canceled like completely.
So I wonder how much she's fucking spending to do this shit.
Well, let's see. From the videos I've seen on YouTube, the nigga got a gigantic statue of fucking Virgil with a paper plane in his hand. The nigga got all these fucking effects, like a UFO and like a Grim Reaper and a whole bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? Just floating around during the set. So probably a few mil, maybe.
Right.
You know, because I mean, that's really a minimalist setup. It's just a big ass box in the middle.
Right.
Of the
Yeah.
floor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. But
you got to pay everybody. You got to pay the effects people, the light people, the smoke people, the fucking
pyro people,
the fucking DJ, fucking all them people.
That's why like certain acts like spend so much money on making the album and on the tour. And that's why they don't come out as often.
And that's why these tickets be costing like they do.
Yep.
Because you're paying for the experience and you're paying the venue.
Right.
You really be paying the venue, honestly.
Yeah.
They be charging exorbitant ass prices and shit. Like, ooh, Drake's gonna be here. Let's sell a seat that we would normally sell at Bulls game for $25. We're gonna up that price to $250 just cause Drake is here. You know what I'm saying?
But I think I paid $308 to see Kendrick, so that was all. But it was all choreography. It wasn't like he wasn't.
That stage setup wasn't no joke, though.
Right? Yeah, it wasn't. It was just like all choreography, and he had like that little seal off chamber that he like faked like he was getting the COVID and getting all. He was basically in this big ass glass box with 4 people. So. Yeah, it wasn't a lot. It wasn't no pyro or nothing like that. Not like Travis Scott shit. His shit. He had He had a roller coaster at one end and a roller coaster over the stage.
That shit shouldn't.
And then
that shit shouldn't have worked. I told you that when you went to go see that shit. That shit should have not worked.
And then he had a platform that lifted him up and down and shit. And he had pyro.
If I'm not mistaken, it didn't work sometimes. Because I was hearing about, all these big ass tours that have production issues, like, the roller coaster didn't work. Like,
yeah, but it actually did work.
When you went to see it.
Yeah, when I went to see it, yeah. So.
He running these people like this.
Meanwhile, niggas like Brent Faiyaz sold out his entire tour, and all that nigga got on stage is 2 fucking screens. You know what I'm saying? Like, that nigga sold his tour out in 2 days.
Yep.
Less than that. Whole tour. That shit crazy.
Yeah. Also, it could be small venues. So, I'm blaming.
It wasn't that small.
It was
small, but it wasn't that small.
I know that. I'm just saying, like, if you sell out in 2 days,
the whole tour.
Right. It's the venue and the demand. So, it's not just.
I mean, the next time he tours, it's going to be bigger than that.
It got to be bigger than that.
Because that shit sold out in less than 2 days.
Yeah. So it sold out on the pre-sale day.
I'm seeing fucking videos of this shit. I'm like, bitches, bought the tickets less than 2 days. That's a small venue, but it ain't no small ass venue. Salt Shed is like the whole Morton's factory up north. So
I don't know.
Well, if you ever driving on the Kennedy ever in your life, you'll see a big ass building with the Morton Salt insignia on the top of it. That's where they used to make the salt at. Okay. That's where it sold out in like a matter of days. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit crazy. Like,
yeah.
COVID just fucked the price of everything up.
It did. Because I paid.
Gas ain't been underneath $3 since 19 maybe 2020, possibly.
Right. It's only paid $180 to see Cole, so.
Cole
and that was a floor seat.
Cole different, though. He different. Speaking of which, I just seen a video on Facebook of this nigga with short dreads when he went live about that damn Cole tour, talk about, look at these resale seats. I don't even know what resale means.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's why that was my first concert. Shit, once I learned all that shit, at first
I never knew that.
Yeah, that came Cole. Yeah, that was the first one.
Damn, no wonder you ain't know what resale meant.
Exactly.
That shit crazy. I was mad as hell. Did I tell you that story? Alright, so I was talking to him about that, and he goes, "Yeah, I'm sitting on the floor, but not like by the stage." I'm like, "That's what's up." Blah blah blah. And I was transitioning between Walmart and Home Depot, so I didn't really have a whole lot of money at that time. So I'm like, okay, I want to go. It really don't matter where I go. It's just like I'm gonna go. So I ended up buying like a ticket, not like high in the nosebleeds, but in the nosebleeds. Like I could see pretty good, but it wasn't like he was a dot. You know what I'm saying? This nigga goes, "What you tell me? Something wild."
I said something about. Well, I went live on and then tagged you. Then I tagged you and Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
So
but
yeah,
he said something personally to me. Like I forget what it was. Like he said some wild shit. Like, why would you sit all the way up there and shit? And I told him that was all I could afford.
Oh yeah, damn, that's probably what it was. And then I'm so glad.
So I was cool with pretty much missing all the open acts because it was like
Jaden
it was
Smith.
like Jaden Smith, Earth Gang, Young Thug, Cole. Cool. So for all three open acts, guess where I was?
In the line.
In the merch line.
Yep.
I was in the merch line. Now I'm not mad because, you know what I'm saying, I don't give a fuck about these guys. Like I listen to some of their songs, but it's not like so I don't have to burn the need to see none of these people. So I get out the merch line right as Young Thug is finishing his set. So I got to my seat right when Cole was about to come out. But here's where I got mad at. I came there with my family. So my brothers was there, they brought some people. So we was all there, but we weren't sitting together. I found out that these niggas was sitting in the very first row by the stage. I was pissed. I'm like, you motherfuckers ain't say shit.
That's about $300-400 seat right there.
I believe it.
Y'all ain't say shit. Like this nigga came all the way from Kentucky. He ain't buy his ticket. Y'all just gave him one, and y'all sitting up front. Like the fuck, you know?
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
But no, it was all good though. We all had a good time. Either way it go.
Jaden Smith, he came all the way to the end of the crowd. And I was there. Like you can see, like I think he jumped off the stage like to perform Icon. I think he performed it twice.
That was lit. I know that only because I could hear it. So,
right, yeah. When he performed Icon, the second time he jumped off the stage and ran all the way where I was sitting. So I was in the back, on the floor, but in the back, all the way to the back.
There was a lot of folks in there too. He was there. My homeboy Malcolm was there. This chick I used to mess with, she was there. My brothers was there, obviously. I was there. A lot of people that I knew that was there. It was crazy. Just randomly seeing niggas all over the All-State Arena. I'm like, what the fuck you doing here? I didn't even know you liked him.
Mark that down as a legendary.
That was a legendary night for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what made me mad. I missed the off-season tour.
Yeah,
so
that was one of those ones that was like, yeah.
So who give better performances?
Well, he done seen
Kendrick
2 out of the 3 supposed, this era.
Kendrick.
So,
It's Kendrick, still Travis second, Cole, then ASAP.
That's just what you seen.
From what I seen, yeah.
Okay.
What about on the R&B side?
Shit, I know. I only seen BJ. I only seen BJ and everybody he performed with. So that's Luke James. Damn, who the fuck sang that song? That's a flipper song. I forgot. I fucking forgot. I guess you can count Don Toliver as a.
You saw Don Toliver.
So yeah. Oh well, shit. Don Toliver is above BJ the Chicago Kid right now. So
yeah, he got too much energy for me.
he's like a lower tier
I was watching
Travis
this
Scott
videos and I'm like, can anybody understand what he's saying? Because he starts rapping the words and then starts screaming and shit. Like,
yeah, man.
he was a little upset when I told him that.
Oh man,
When I told you he brought albums out.
Oh yeah. Well, I still
this peep the scene, right? So we was sitting. I don't know if you ever been to the House of Blues, right? But in the House of Blues, there's like a few like things in the balcony, right? Like little duck off room. So that's where we was at. So I'm phasing. Say the TV is the stage. I'm like right here, so I can see towards like what backstage is at. So I seen the hat first, and I'm like, I know that ain't what I think it is. Then I seen the trench coat. I'm like, yep, that's Alchemist.
Yeah.
I just wish that I had been like, you know what I'm saying? Because he brought out a lot of people for like the entire tour. Like he had Big Sean on a couple dates. Alchemist was at a lot of them. Action Bronson was just at the last one in LA. Who else? I'm forgetting somebody. But pretty much everybody who was on the album was there, except like Wiz or somebody.
Right, because Wiz is on his own tour. That's all he does is tour. Wiz.
He ain't got no choice.
Yeah, because he's independent. Like,
No, that ain't why. Because you know how last week we was talking about some of them artists who drop heat, and then might drop a mid project in between that.
Josh.
So he